Moo baby, moo baby. How is everybody doing this great day? We made it through geistmas. Praise Jesus, am I right? You'll have to forgive me, I've been a little bit tired. You know how tough it is climbing out of hell? Ugh. You gotta climb over succubuses and they try to drag. Anyway, that's an entirely different subject. Anyway, I was watching Gigi's, listening to the accurate portrayal of Dr. Amir talking to Gigi, and it kind of stumped me, even though for 45 minutes, he literally laid this out, how you're a narcissist, and you're just too dumb to get it. So, while I might not be as eloquent or as accurate, I can dumb it down enough for you to follow, Gigi, I thought I would do that for you, because, we help out in our inferiors. You know what I mean? Anyway, loved your last video, by the way. I'm glad Kevin told that fat homeless dude in the back to shut up with the music and all that. And you kind of look like Veronica Salt's bastard child with that bluish purple thing. Granted, I know I'm wearing this little kabuki looking house robe and all that. But that's because, I'm in my house, where there's a roof and rooms, a nice big old couch I could stretch out on, You miss those things, don't you, Gigi? A little. I know you splurged at the Econo Lodge whenever you were, treating yourself during geistmas 2022. I'm pretty sure you and Watts enjoyed a nice little $5 Chardonnay, and, he took your little beehole to Pound Town. I'm glad that you found that connection on your birthday, Gigi, because we both know you ain't got the money for prostitutes, am I right? Anyway, let me help you break down why you're a narcissist, Gigi. With my handy dandy notes and all this. Number one, your weak constitution. You remember when your dad said, "Hey, fat boy, get out of the fridge"? You don't have constitution or will, more or less. It's the reason why, you've ended up a 52-year-old nearly homeless man, renting out a room one day a week and, working, 23 hours of the other, up until, you eventually start finding rat poison and, doing what you do best, which is eating, go figure. Number two, expecting specialized favors. Kind of like, you offer Jamie rides to places, and then lo and behold, you're expecting her to magically fall in love with you, even though she was herself a night walker with multiple convictions. And somehow that makes sense for you to get ownership of her. That's not how that works, man. That's not how that works at all. You cannot accept personal consequences for your actions. Magic Matt wouldn't pay me rent. That's the reason why I couldn't pay my mortgage. Michael Saunders, I'm paranoid of you because I might fall in love. That's the reason why I can't accept your hospitality and sleep on your couch. Marty, I can't accept your help because you're my superior. Those type of things. So even when people try to help you, you would rather crash and burn on your own than admit that you need help. Because, that's how old janitor daddy taught you, am I right? Number four, exaggerated sense of self-importance and self-entitlement. Come on, Gigi, even you gotta admit you know that. Nobody is ever intoxicated by your presence. It's the smell that intoxicates them, and it's not in a good way. I've been near you when you were in a Wendy's. You smelled like Famunga cheese and old milk. Ugh. See, just thinking about it makes me sick. Ugh. Number five, expected to be viewed as a superior. Oh, God, that's so funny. That's so funny. You expect to be viewed as a superior on anything. Gigi, you're a homeless bum. In your last video, you looked like a sweaty old blueberry. Good job on, finally letting Kevin take priority in the viewing of the camera, because let's be honest, you look fat and dumpy in your blue jeans, white t-shirt, and I guess purple jacket? I don't know, it was so dirty, man. It could have been purple, it could have been blue. I just don't know. Ugh. Exaggerates personal achievements and talents. Like claiming that you're the baby maker, but you've never had a kid, or even a scare for that matter. Claiming that you're a decent host, when at best the only people who really carried you were the people who called in making fun of you, and Kevin, when you shut up enough to let him talk. You're not a host, man. Hell, man, I've done an episode as a host, and I think it was pretty decent. I mean, it was like 28,000 views, 29,000, something like that. But I mean, I wouldn't go around saying I'm a successful host, Maybe you should take a note on that there, fat boy. Let's see. Because you're a narc, causing problems in relationships, financial, educational, and work. Okay, so that's a nice little... See, Dr. Amir tried to explain these things to you, so I'm going to give you the condensed version so you can follow, so you ain't got to say, wait a minute, hold, pump the brakes. 9 or 10 or 11 times when, somebody's trying to explain something to you. Relationships, Jamie, for great, there's not a relationship if you gotta hide her pants and cut up her shoes and set up traps in your yard so she can't run away. That's not a relationship, dude. That's kind of the opposite of a relationship. It's the reason why she was getting that restraining order on you. Remember there, Gigi? I know I do. Financial. You're a homeless bum living in a van that's being rented out, and it still stinks in that van, man. Listen, you start cleaning your stuff. I mean, I know your mom left you because she had common sense, but clean up your stuff. It's disgusting, man. Educational. Well, I only got my bachelor's, but I can prove it. I mean, I'll tell you what, Gigi, I'll make you a deal. You show me that degree from Carnegie Hall, I'll show you my degree. I got the physical copy and the whole 9 yards. I can prove it. You're welcome to do the same. Because if you can't, we all know that you failed out of the community college. And let's be honest, everybody plus you know that you failed out of the community college. Am I right? Gotta let go of those narcissistic behaviors, man. It's what's holding you down in life. Let's see. And work. You're a 50-plus-year-old man door dashing 19 hours a day so you can rent a room 2 days a week. Do I really gotta explain that part any further? Because, I mean, kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? Ugh. Number 8. Living in a personal fantasy versus reality. Gigi. Do I really got to explain that one too? Nobody's intoxicated with your, presence. You're more or less eyesore on anybody who has the, fortune of vision. You're fat, homeless, have no family that'll interact with you. And you live in a van that's got like a couple 100,000 miles on it that you've put a decent amount on yourself. But yet you have the balls to talk about goons. Damn, that's rough. Number 9. Looking down on inferior people. Kind of like that Hispanic guy that you ran into. But, what was that term you kept using? What was that? It's on the tip of my tongue, but something tells me I'll get banned from YouTube for saying it. What was that again? I'll go back and listen to Mike Sanders' calls, because, I mean, I'm pretty sure you yelled it over and over and over with, his husband in the vehicle, too. Because, it ain't like he's also Hispanic. Am I right, Gigi? Absolute idiot. Dear God. Number 10, taking advantage of others. I'm going to take off my glasses for this one. Gigi, you live through taking advantage of others. Like when you paid Mike Saunders $2,500 of that money, but still somehow managed to get it all back because, you had to put money on that. What was that, Elizabeth girl? What was her name? I'll have to talk to my uncle about that one. I'm pretty sure he's got it on file. Generally, anybody else, like the $207,000 you took from the bank and never paid back, that's currently the reason why you're living in a van. You think that might have, kind of proving that point because you thrive on taking, advantage of people when you can because of your loud and boisterous voice. I don't get it. I personally think you're at best an omega male. But, narcissism. Weird how that works, right? Weird how that works. Number 11, lack of empathy. Gigi, we all know you do not have that ability. You don't care about people. Even Jamie, the girl you claim to love. The girl that you had to use a wild Irish rose to make, what was that term you used? Sexually friendly. Do you not get that she didn't want to be with you? She just wanted a friend? You ever thought about that? See, that's the reason why people don't feel bad. Like when Sue conned you out of thousands of dollars plus that ring that she hawked for meth. You just don't have empathy. Therefore, you really don't deserve it. Something to think about. Maybe. Number 12, envy. Will Markland is your superior, and it kills you that he's been in movies and television and supported his life off of his skill. It's the reason why he took him to court. And that, plus he called you a fat idiot, but to be fair, I've been doing that for a long time now, Weird. Envy. One of the 7 deadly sins, no less. Number 13, arrogance. Gigi, even you gotta admit that you're arrogant. It's because you're stupid, and the narcissism help fuels it. But you're arrogant and really, really dumb. It's a bad combination, man. You're a lot less smarter than you think you are. Maybe you should try applying this. It might help out. You gotta love it whenever people are mowing, right? Number 14, expecting the best of everything. Gigi, you remember when you had money and you just blew it? You gave the money to hookers so, they could get drugs, so they could actually tolerate sleeping with you. All those, that Mercedes that ran like a top even though it sat in the same spot for about 6 years. Now you're in a busted ass Kia Sedona. You don't even deserve that. Your fat ass needs to be walking around with a cup saying anything will help. Number 15. Unable to navigate and regulate personal emotions. Kind of like you're doing right now as you're watching this video, Gigi. Because you can't take criticism, you just want to strangle that phone because of that cue ball some bitch, right? And another thing, Gigi, if I was using my girl's hair on my head, well, I mean, she shaves, but that's an entirely different subject. You wouldn't know about that, Gigi, because you're going to die alone. But That's not the right term you're looking for even there. Even there. Now, you'll have to forgive me. I've been really busy. I got through just doing some traveling and all that. I was in Virginia. Maybe. Gigi, go check that troll binder. You see, I've been having a little bit of fun with it. Like, I've been moving the papers around in it. Tell me if you figured it out yet, what the pattern is I'm making out with them. Go ahead and check. I'll wait. Or you can hit pause, you idiot. But I got a couple of important messages that I need to relay, because I am a man of my word. You know, Gigi, you might want to try that. It would really help you in the long run. Let's see. Josh Foote asks you to please respond to the email, you fat skunk. I mean, that like streak's getting worse. I kind of see the argument, and you do stink like a foot, you know, so I mean, it kind of works. You owe Eugene $50 for the 2 uploads under his copywritten name and domain. Gorgeous George on DVD. He owns it. Pay the man his money. There won't be no problems. Don't pay the man his money. There could be problems. Just saying. Food for thought, fatty. And the most important question, and which one I actually had myself. Did you give Kevin that black eye? Is that how you convinced him to come on the show? By bullying him? Because you do seem to be a type of bully. See, that's the reason why I show you my face. That's the reason why I tell you who I am. Gigi, you have nothing that you can do to me. Nothing you could try to do to me. Because you are at best a omega male. Not an alpha mate. God, I miss you saying that stuff. That was so funny. I loved laughing at it so much. You're an omega male. You're that one that gets pushed out of the herd, expected to die off, because they don't want your genetics in the pool. You know what I mean? I mean, it's kind of the reason why women on general reject you at every chance, unless you know you're offering them money or drugs, because, Gigi, we both know that, don't we? And another thing, man, you should really try being nicer to meth, man. Like, I went up there, we did a little photo shoot, man, you know, that's just between us boys, you know. Oh, God, that girl. She's got the nicest eyes and sweetest smile, man. Like, she was doing that photo shoot with, you know, Mrs. Deuce and all that. You can thank her for the painting, by the way. I asked her to describe your essence, and I think she pretty much nailed it on the head. But, does that help simplify everything for you, Gigi? Did I dumb it down enough for you? Or do I need to do a 2001 WWE style promo? Now listen here, brother. You're fat. You're stupid. You need to get a real job. Woo, baby. Woo!